I heard just this week a story. It was told by a guy, pastor called Robert Coleman, of a young girl in his congregation who had got some sort of illness, and she hadn't developed the antibodies to be able to fight. Her immune system was incredibly low, and there was only one person who could help her. She was 8 years old, and she had an older brother who was 10 years old. And when he went to look and see her in the hospital, mother explained and said, the only way that we can make sure she survives is if we have a blood transfusion where some of your blood, which has got the antibodies and the immunity to protect against the illness, can be put into her body so that she will live. The poor lad looked incredibly nervous, but he said, okay, I'll go ahead. And he was wheeled in, and they connected up the little intravenous feed into his arm, at which point they noticed that he was trembling. He was trembling, and he looked up at the doctor with a tear in his eye, and he simply said to the doctor, is this going to take long? And it dawned upon the doctor that the little boy didn't quite realize what was going to happen. The little boy had thought that for him to help his sister, it was going to require him to die. But because of his great love for his sister, he was willing. How happy he must have been when he realized he could help his sister without dying. But we see the great love that is shown there, and it is an echo of the great love that Jesus Christ has for you and me, not for a sister, but for those who were enemies against him, like the Apostle Paul, who wanted rid of him. Martin Luther, the great changer of all things in Europe, he said this: if I was God and the world treated me as it has him, I would have kicked the vile, wretched thing to pieces. And the Lord of glory would be right to do that, but he hasn't. Jesus Christ has come. He has made us alive in him. How has he done that? Well, Paul saw something of that when he met the risen Jesus Christ. He realized that by Jesus being raised from the dead, it means that Jesus Christ has punched a hole through sin and guilt and death and has come out the other side in order to lead people through what he has done.